From the Delhi studios of Republic TV, it's time for Arnab Goswami on The Debate.
Arnab Goswami on The Debate at 10, powered by RP Sanjeev Goenka Group.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. The Vadra Congress and the lobby that went into an overdrive calling the mob at Capitol Hill Bhakts. They said they were Bhakts, are completely red-faced today after a picture emerges that the man carrying an Indian flag at that event, if you can call it one, at that violence at the Capitol, is actually a great supporter of Congress MP Shashi Tharoor. Here is how that stereotype that the lobby wanted, forced since yesterday morning, has backfired on them. How they're all in pin drop silence now. And then we debate.
On January 7th, when India woke up to the news of the Capitol Hill siege, the sight of Indian tricolour at the riot site angered many Indians. BJP MP Varun Gandhi tweeted, and I quote, "Why is there an Indian flag there? This is one fight we definitely don't need to participate in." But some celebrated on how it was what they call one of the Bhakts. Congress MP Shashi Tharoor tweeted, and I quote, "Unfortunately, Varun Gandhi, there are some Indians with the same mentality as that Trumpist mob who enjoy using the flag as a weapon rather than a badge of pride and denounce all who disagree with them as anti-nationals and traitors. That flag there is a warning to all of us." But the Bhakt-baiting lobby was in for a surprise when the history of the man who misused the tricolour became clear. Vincent Xavier, an Indian American, on May 16th was overjoyed when Shashi Tharoor won the elections, and he posted a picture of his lunch meeting with Tharoor from April 2015. The lobby that tried stereotyping the Bhakt has been left red-faced. Their attacks have backfired. Caught on the back foot, Shashi Tharoor tweeted, "Do you consider yourself responsible for the misguided actions of every well-wisher? I denounce any attempt to bring my country's beloved flag into a shameful American mob." While it is agreed that Tharoor can't be held liable for this, but by this logic, should any so-called misguided action of well-wisher be attributed to the Prime Minister? And can general sweeping statements and stereotypes be accepted? The hypocrisy has never been so clear. Let's debate.
Saira Shah Halim, I'm curious, and you can open the debate with Shazia. Shazia, what if the person who was carrying the flag at that Capitol Hill, that display of violence, what if that person was a Modi supporter or a BJP member? I'm just wondering. Now it emerges he's a Vadra Congress supporter, right? He's a Shashi Tharoor supporter. Now they've all gone quiet. Saira is saying nothing now. She doesn't know what to say. But what, Shazia, if that man was following Narendra Modi on Twitter?
BJP supporter. You have not heard Vincent
then?
Xavier's interview. Vincent Xavier.
Your lie has backfired. You don't know what to do now.
He has written He's written enough articles supporting.
He's a Congress
Mr.
supporter.
Modi and supporting
He's a Shashi
BJP.
Tharoor
Not
supporter.
today, there is a picture of Asaram
Oh, God,
Babu
you so embarrassed me.
with Modi ji also.
You embarrass
need
me.
To say that Mr. Modi.
Yes,
Mr. Modi
you don't
has
think she's not. You
affiliation.
embarrass me.
Babu,
Halim.
no. So
Oh my God.
Mr.
Oh my
Anyone
God.
can
Oh
put
my
around
God.
anyone's
Miss Halim,
photo.
Your lie has
There are days-
backfired so badly.
Anyone
There are
can
days
go up
when
to a
you must-
celebrity and say, let's take a picture. It doesn't mean the person is affiliated with the person.
No, it is a
concerned.
bit more.
Today,
It is
anyone
not
can
as
approach
simple
a
as that.
celebrity and say,
Sarah
can you take a
Shahalim,
picture with me?
for some of you,
Mr.
for
Shashi
some of
Tharoor
you,
is a celebrity.
things are very
If he
simplistic.
goes abroad,
But listen,
the
my
Indian
dear friend,
diaspora will
it is
invite
not
him
so.
for dinner. And the Indian diaspora
No,
will take a picture
not only
with
was
him.
he
Doesn't mean
overjoyed,
that
he
has
is
an
an ardent
affiliation with Mr.
admirer
Tharoor.
and a supporter of Shashi Tharoor.
No. He is clearly a
Not only
right-wing
that, he has
supporter.
met Shashi Tharoor
Mr.
at
Vincent
Otello
Xavier
restaurant
is a right-wing
at Washington,
supporter.
D.C.
He is a supporter
And now the
of
last
white
laugh is on
supremacism
you. The
in
last
America,
laugh is on you,
and
Sarah
he's a
Shahalim,
BJP
and your
supporter.
ilk.
You can check his
And your
articles
brethren.
out on the internet.
Your
They
brethren, they don't know where to look
articles.
now.
There are numerous articles of him floating around which supports the
You're saying the
Bharatiya
same thing
Janata
again and
Party.
again, Sarah
So
Shahalim.
do not try and
You're
defend
going on repeating yourself.
Tazia, please, you're looking very bad now
a
on this,
photo
Sarah.
with a celebrity.
Acknowledge that your lie has backfired.
Yeah. You don't have nothing to say, Sarah.
Acknowledge it backfired.
There
No,
is
no, but
no
acknowledge it
lie.
backfired.
There is
Learn to
no
concede.
lie. He's
Learn to
clearly a
concede.
BJP.
You acknowledge it backfired, Sarah. Backfired badly.
That you are, that all of you are full of, you're presumptuous. You're presumptuous.
Yesterday you called him a Modi Bhakt.
You're silly. You're just.
Now it turns out he's a Tharoor Bhakt.
You know nothing about anything. You are so busy hating Modi that you haven't even learned to figure out what the hell is going on around you. You know, your Modi hatred is making you such a bumpkin, such a complete bumpkin that your objective skills, your skills of analysis, your skills of comprehension, basic comprehension, basic intelligence is compromised. Is compromised. Concede. And the last laugh is on you. You look so silly.
No, but yesterday-
You look so silly. I don't want to embarrass you further. My dear friend, I don't want to embarrass you. I don't want to embarrass you further, but you stop embarrassing yourself. Stop embarrassing yourself, Sarah Shahalim. How much lower will you fall in your own esteem? I mean, some basic
How much will
intelligence,
you lie?
some
How
common
much will you
sense
lie,
is all you
Shazia
need
Neem?
sometimes, don't you?
There is
But look at you, you're going on repeating, you don't know what to say.
Keep a cap
And
on
you
the lies.
are
We need to
so,
keep
you're
a
so
cap on your lies
brazen.
because today people
You're
have
so
seen through
brazen
it.
and stubborn.
The
And
Bharatiya Janata
obstinate
Party sits
about
and
this complete
manufactures
stupidity
such
with which
fake
you watch
stories,
every bit of news
headquartered,
or event that takes
and
place.
It's amazing. It's
Bhag,
amazing.
bhag,
you're
bhag,
No, no,
bhag,
why
Modi,
did you-
Modi, Modi,
I tell you one
I mean,
thing.
it's quite it's very
I'll tell you one
boring.
thing.
Today, Mr. Arnab Goswami
It draws a
is
yawn, you know,
celebrity.
Sarah Shahalim.
Today,
Grow
a
up.
thief and gunda takes
Get a
picture with
life
Mr. Arnab
and start
Goswami.
thinking.
And he says, look, I have a close association with Mr. Goswami. Come on, it's laughable. Today, Mr. Goswami goes for shopping.
It is
I'll tell you one thing. I'll tell you one thing. Thank you. Sarah, I gave you the full say. In the start, I'd like to bring others into the debate. I'd like to bring others into the debate. Let me bring it. Why? Let me bring it. Now, don't do this. Let me bring it. Sarah, you had a long introduction. Now you need to let others speak. Rahul, my question to you is, Rahul, please come into the debate with Kartikeya Tanna. Allow me. Rahul, Happy New Year. Okay, now let me ask you a question. Yesterday, all the pseudos, I feel so sorry for them. They are always making mistakes. Yesterday they said, these people are Hindu supremacists, they said. These are the words. They can't go on Twitter and remove this. The Abki Baar Trump Sarkar, all Hindu supremacists along with white supremacists, Hindu supremacists, white supremacists, Hindu supremacists, white supremacists, all day Modi and MAGA Bhakts. You went about it all day. Now it turns out that that man is a congressman or a Congress supporter. He is the person, he says, I just had dinner with Shashi Tharoor at Otello restaurant in Washington, D.C. Shashi Tharoor is going and having dinner with him there. Then he's calling Narendra Modi a snake. He's criticizing every single BJP action. No, Baba. He is not a Hindu supremacist. He is not a Modi Bhakt. He is one of you. He is one of you. So you had planned this whole stereotyping thing yesterday,
Arnabji,
right? What will you... Am I right, Karthik? Now they have egg on their face.
Arnabji,
They have poached egg on their face. They have half-boiled egg on their face. They have scrambled egg on their face.
who enjoys cross-party
Wipe
support.
the egg on your face before you reply.
Just one line. Dr. Tharoor is... No, Arnabji, Dr. Tharoor is perhaps the only person who enjoys cross-party support. Even Narendra Modi ji was kind enough
It's not about Tharoor, yaar. I don't have time to waste about talking about Tharoor. I'm talking about the egg on your face.
Rahul ji,
So any
Rahul ji,
person...
that
I am
is the
talking about the egg on your
Be a
face.
congressman, because Tharoor is perhaps the only... Yeah, Tharoor sir is the only person who enjoys...
No, it's not about who cares about Tharoor, yaar. I'm talking about the fact that you said that the flag was put up there by a Modi Bhakt. Did you say that? Did you say that? No, what? Did you say that? Did you say that? Did yesterday Atikur Rahman say that? He said it's a Modi Bhakt. Modi Bhakt is a Trump violence event. He said it's a Modi Bhakt. Now they don't know what to say. I'm saying don't lie so brazenly. Pakde jayenge Atikur Rahman. You know what's happening today. Everybody's laughing at you. Let Karthikeya reply. Karthikeya and Atikur, please.
He was at the wrong place at the wrong time, must be intoxicated under the influence of some drugs. If at all he was a Congress supporter, he must be under the influence of some drugs. Wrong place and wrong time. It's as simple as that.
Okay. First of all, Shashi Tharoor, what he said in his tweet, I completely agree that yes, we should not judge a political leader by his supporters. But he's the first one, and he and his party are the first ones to start judging Narendra Modi on the basis of that, as if they have no other criticism of Narendra Modi ever. You know, it's sad that an erudite scholar like Shashi Tharoor, who has represented India's interest in the United Nations in the past, is now sadly reduced to a henchman of his political boss. It seems as if no one in the party can depict a level of intellect and logic beyond what the political bosses, have. The first error, obviously, he assumed that, why can't someone be a supporter of Modi and Trump for different reasons specific to each country? Part B of that first error is that the Congress party is effectively saying that only Modi supporters proudly raise the Indian flag. Others don't. Secondly, Tharoor's error was not to fact check who actually raised the flag. As you pointed out, they broke dinner. It was not just a case of a photo op that, hi, Mr. Tharoor, can I get a photo with you? They had dinner together. So, sadly, in the rush to malign the BJP and this government, the Congress is trying to latch on to whatever little straw they can cling to, in the process bringing into disrepute not just their political party, Congress, which is the main opposition party in India, but also our country. That rally had Iranians for Trump. A rally was taken out in other Asian countries. Why single out India? Honestly, the Congress needs to ask itself one question today. Does it resent Modi more than it loves India? To me, that seems to be the case.
This is the particular message through the flag which they are trying to give. So we need to understand, we need to introspect out here what was the message they were trying to give it. Because this neo-Nazi brigade of right-wing supporters over there at the Capitol Hill, what message they were trying to give? Are they trying to show the trailer that couple of years down the line here in India, when the next general election is going to happen, the similar things could have happened here?
But sir,
is this the message they are trying to give? So here it is extremely essential to analyze, because America being one of the oldest democracy, India being one of the biggest democracy. So therefore it is extremely essential to introspect. And specifically this is a message for the democracies, because these people, what they have done out there, it is deplorable beyond repair. And the person who has been holding the flag, he has written articles for BJP. He has written articles. He has been the right-wing supporter. He has been the NDA supporter.
No, one second. 1 minute. Chetan, I'd like Mr. Agarwal to come in, BJP spokesperson. No, 1 second. I'd like the BJP spokesperson, Gopal Krishna Agarwal, to come in. I'd like the BJP spokesperson, Gopal Krishna Agarwal, to come in. Let's have a clear debate on this. Gopal Krishna Agarwal. Now, look at the facts. Atikur, hear me on this, okay? And Saira, hear me on this. Vadra Congress spokesperson Salman Nizami, Gopal Krishna Agarwal, yesterday posted pictures of this man Vincent Xavier holding the Indian flag, and he squarely put the blame on Narendra Modi. And these were the words. They want to run away from this today. Narendra Modi's supporters are marching arm in arm with Trump supporters to end democracy. Is this what Narendra Modi wants in India too? Narendra Modi must come clean. Now suddenly this was what the tone was yesterday, right? Gopal Krishna Agarwal. Now it emerges this is a man, he is a friend who has dinner with Shashi Tharoor. He attacks the BJP, right? And when his articles, when this fact comes out, then the entire lobby goes quiet. Gopal Krishna Agarwal on the debate with Saira Shah Halim. What's going on? See, I told you yesterday, Saira, I told all of you, you have gone over the top with stereotyping. Gopal Agarwal, please, and then we'll have a response.
Arnab, this is
no, let Gopal Agarwal speak first and then you come.
I think the horse's mouth has clearly said
Saira,
that I
just
am a
let
Trump
us
supporter,
have a civilized debate. Okay, then what?
Race is all
Saira, we have to be civilized in our debate. The thing is that we have to understand what Arnab, this is the important thing. Saira, just you have to be civilized. This is the part which we should understand. What Shashi Tharoor said yesterday. The question is to me. Saira, you have to understand. The question is to me. Let me complete. Then you will go. You can say after when I complete.
Who is in the center of the debate?
Saira, first we should understand.
Trump supporter.
We have to understand.
And he's written enough.
Saira, you have to understand that
government. He's written.
I'm sorry.
This is Saira. This is not the way you should debate.
No. The thing, Saira, 1 minute, please. Saira, please. Rahul on the right. Yeah, 1 second. Yeah. Please continue. Please continue. Let everyone come and have their say. Thank you. Mr. Agarwal, continue. Saira, please. I started with you. Thank you.
Arnab, that is
Rahul, just wait a minute.
What you said.
Let him have his say. Let him have his say. Let's hear each other.
Yeah. That is very important when Shashi Tharoor says that the person cannot be blamed for his fans or followers. That is important why they started the debate. That is the important point we should be consider. The flag was at a wrong place. Then the Congress and their stooks tried to connect that flag hosting the person to the BJP, and then they started blaming Modi ji. This is the way they wanted it. This was the way they are playing on the politics. This is the way they're manipulating things, posting their man with Indian flag in Capitol Hill, then connecting it to the BJP and Modi and blaming Modi ji to interfere in other politics. And all Congress leaders jumping onto that bandwagon. They were thinking that their false narration will not be exposed and they will get away with this in the public debate. This is what we want the answer for Congress. Did they plant Vincent's in that place with the Indian flag? Then started debate in the public and social media, connecting it to BJP and Modi, and then blaming it on Modi ji. This is the game plan they are playing every time. And demeaning the nation, demeaning the Prime Minister, demeaning BJP, and this is a well-planned out strategy by these hooligans. This is a well-planned strategy. Always implant somebody, then blame it on BJP, and then bring the narration, and then blame him is it this person and the flag is on the wrong place, and that has been planted by Congress.
I'd like to.
This has been planted.
I'd like to. I'll tell you. Mr. Agarwal. I'm sorry. Let me add another angle to this, Mr. Agarwal. If I can get in Rami also. See, just 1 minute. See, how many times have there been articles? Look who Narendra Modi follows. Exactly. Narendra Modi follows Godse fans on Twitter. Has this not been made? Has this comment not been made? So you judge Narendra Modi by every single action of every person who may be following him on Twitter. So Narendra Modi is responsible for hundreds of millions of people who may be following him on social media. But Congress people are not. I'm using your logic to respond to you. Secondly, Rami, look at the way in which articles were written yesterday. And there is there is a piece written in a newspaper which said presence of Indian tricolour and Hindutva flags at Capitol Hill spark shame and horror for Indian Americans. Where's the Hindutva flag there? Why are you going after Hindutva? Thirdly, will those who said, quote, look at these smiles while tweeting now deleted posts from a particular handle called Hindutva Watch, where men in saffron stood with the flag, now apologize? Fourth, why is there pin drop silence by editors of so-called fact-checking websites who said, quote, yes, only NRI bhakts can defame 1.2 million Indians by holding Indian tricolour and be part of a right-wing crowd? Where was the bhakt angle in this? Look how they are looking here and there. There's nothing to say. Nothing to say. Why I'm putting this out, Rami, today and Atikur, is only to expose you more. In the fervent hope that the more I expose you, the more the possibility is that you will not expose yourself in the future. Rami.
Arnab, good evening. First of all, let me make this point. We can all have our different opinions, whether we agree with what Vincent did or not, but the fact remains that he raised that flag with pride, and these people have a problem with that. The people who are criticizing him today are the same people who didn't bother criticizing the BLM riots. On the contrary, they were openly supporting it. Their hypocrisy is endless. But let me take this one step further. Why did they call him a Hindu supremacist? They called him a Hindu supremacist, Arnab, because they do not have the goal to target any other faith. They do not have the goal to call, to target Islam or Christianity. This incident, this singular incident has exposed their prejudice and their sheer hate for the Hindu community. Congress and its left-leaning media supporters, and, Arnab, you and me have discussed this many times before, have jumped the gun and misrepresented the facts, and that is nothing new. These are the same people for whom Sharjeel Imam's arrest is Islamophobia. The Marcus crackdown is Islamophobia. Umar Khalid is just a poor student. Unfortunately, they are so desperate to malign Prime Minister Modi, because they know that they cannot match up to the credibility that he enjoys across the world. And therefore, they and their cabal have gotten together in a coordinated attack multiple times before. May I remind them about what happened during the anti-CAA riots? We had people like Rana Ayub misrepresenting facts without any fear of any sort of repercussion from the Hindu community. I would like to say, Arnab, that, Shashi and other senior leaders from the Congress and the left have lied blatantly. And this should not be a surprise to us. And God forbid if this man was not Vincent and he came out to be Varun, God knows how long would we have to hear about this and how far this story would go. They are so illiberal and insecure of their petty positions of power and their so-called social media outreach that they are willing to make this country look bad at the cost of, whatever it is that they have at stake. So, I would like to really just point this out to Atikur and Sahira, who are, defending these statements, that you're lucky that you live in a country like this where the majority does not demand an apology. You're lucky that
okay, Rami, allow me to rebut.
So tolerant. Please.
Thank you, Rami. Thank you.
Yeah, you called him a Hindu supremacist yesterday.
Okay.
No, Vincent Xavier was called a Hindu supremacist yesterday. Let's be clear about it. Atikur, there's nothing wrong. Kartika, was he not called? Kartika, was he not called? Was Vincent Xavier? Was Vincent Xavier not called a Hindu supremacist yesterday? No, one second. You said Hindu supremacist yesterday. You're changing your words now. Kartik, did he not call Vincent Xavier a Hindu supremacist yesterday? Did they not call him? Okay, Anshul Saxena is back on the debate. Anshul, did they not call him a Hindu supremacist yesterday?
Yes, they call. In fact, another Congress leader, Salman Nizami.
Atikur is denying it, Anshul.
And Salman Nizami.
Anshul, yeah, Anshul. Yes, Anshul.
Congress leader Salman Nizami, the journalist Agartha Ghosh, as well as
louder, please.
The so-called intellectual Ashok Swain. All these people, they spread a fake news also. They posted a photo of a person who was waving a saffron flag in a Capitol Hill, and they posted this photo and linked it with the current protest. And they shared a fake news. They talked about the Hindu supremacists. And the person was celebrating the Ram Mandir Pujan the last year in 2020, and these people, when the propaganda failed about Shashi Tharoor, then what they do that they posted the last year photo and linked it with US protest. Sagarka Ghosh, Ashok Swain, Salman Nizami. These people are spreading fake news.
What a shame. What a shame. What a shame. What a shame. Shazia is back on the debate. Shazia is back on the debate, and Shazia is back on the debate. Anshul, I've got a bad link with you, but the fact is...
No, I don't want. Please don't pit me against Sarah Shah Halim. Okay, let me finish. Because I want to debate with somebody who has actually something to say.
Okay, one second. Let her complete then. Let her complete then.
There are a few people who bust this fake news racket, and here you have a BJP IT cell that is infamous for manufacturing lies and propaganda 24/7, and you're sitting and
IT cell.
A, B, C,
IT
D.
cell.
Of course, they are holders of truth.
They are
holders of truth.
That you have nothing to say.
Today, our country can stand for...
Okay, 1 minute. Now, Sarah, you have your say. I'm going to Shazia. I'm going to Shazia.
No, listen, this is not fair.
Shazia and Rahul Ishwar.
Please, yes, I would, exactly. And I would rather debate with Rahul Ishwar because I want to debate with somebody who has actually something to say. So Sarah Shah Halim, definitely not with you, because you just repeating something ad nauseum doesn't make sense. Now, there is, as an Indian Muslim, I have a huge problem with this complete usage of everybody and anybody who has to be maligned, vilified, and to call them as Hindu supremacists. So it's not a matter of just a Hindu pride, it's a matter of my Indian pride gets affected. So it's not a matter of Hindus versus Muslims. It's who we are as a people. We who believe in this all-inclusive heritage and legacy that we have imbibed from this culture and civilization. So even as a Muslim and as an Indian Muslim, I have a huge problem with this constant mocking and vilifying and hurting of the pride of my Hindu brothers and sisters. Let me make that very, very clear. I want to be very fair on this matter. And another thing that I want to say is that, you know, their Modi hatred has been taken to such an idiotic level that their powers of comprehension, their powers of basic analysis and understanding are compromised. They are so smug and so presumptuous and, sorry to say, such complete buffoons that they will stop at nothing. You know, it's like a word, it's like a bad expletive you want to use.
Oh.
Hindu, you know, Modi Bhakt. You know, to be left is to be cool and to be right is to be uncool. Or probably even, I mean, this is disgusting. And I want to say...
No. 1 minute.
Give me just one.
I have... No. Your line is one line is never one line. Let me give you one line instead. Listen to me.
Just one line.
One line, yeah.
No.
Disgusting how...
Yeah, I also...
You're going to give, you know, just general comments.
He said it's music to my ears. I totally...
No, I'm answering a question. I won't give you one line.
But Shashi Tharoor was very measured with his words.
Oh God, stop giving me...
Shashi Tharoor was very measured with his words, where he said...
It is not about Shashi
Listen to me now. Listen to me. Rahul, you want a question or should I not? You want a question? You want a question? I said I don't have time to discuss Shashi Tharoor. I'm discussing a bigger point. I'm discussing a bigger point. Can you both allow me? Can you both allow me? The viewer would like to hear me. Listen to me. My question is, Rahul, listen. You stereotype, and my point is to Atikur is now on the debate with Kartikeya and Gopal Krishna Agarwal. I'm opening the debate to all. I feel that you stereotype whenever it suits your agenda. I'll give you some examples. There was a horrible trend on Twitter some time back. Nathuram Godse Zindabad. Okay? 1 minute. Yeah, let me complete here. Somebody put up a pathetic trend called Nathuram Godse Zindabad. And immediately, these Latvians, Congis, they blame Narendra Modi for it. What did that unfortunate Twitter trend have to do with Narendra Modi?
Nothing.
Point number 2.
Nothing, absolutely nothing.
You stereotype Modi. There were articles saying Hall of Shame, serial abusers, serial bigots, rumor mongers, followed by Narendra Modi on Twitter. Which means Narendra Modi is responsible for all the Twitter trolls. Third point is, after an attack on the lawyer of the Kathua victim in April 2018, you said that this attack was carried out by Narendra Modi's goons, Kavita Krishnan said. And she held the Prime Minister responsible. Then, fourth example, look at how they are quiet today, Karthik. 2017, following the horrendous killing of Gauri Lankesh, motivated media started churning articles saying, Narendra Modi follows accounts who think that Gauri Lankesh deserved to die. So you tried to link the Prime Minister to Gauri Lankesh's killing. Yeah. You don't spare anyone. But when we find,
let me say this.
When we find that Vincent Xavier, the Trumpian, is having dinner with Shashi Tharoor, then you say, please don't stereotype. You now say, please don't stereotype. You are the ones who stereotype all the damn time. You stereotype everyone. You stereotype everything.
Let me say one thing. Rahul Ishwar has a swastika on his swastika tattoo on his wrist. Should we say he's a bhakt? You know, this Vincent guy, he supports Trump. It is his right. He's probably a US citizen or he lives in the US. To my knowledge, Vincent did not involve himself in any violence. I mean, they were there to, support Trump. And he happens to be an Indian. So he took the flag to show that he, an Indian, also supports Trump. Why impute this to Modi? Why impute this to Bhakts? Why impute this to Hinduism? Why malign India in that situation? I mean, Rahul, you have a swastika on your wrist. Should I call you a Bhakt? Should I call you a Bhakt?
But
yeah.
Arnab, there is a larger thing
Tharoor,
to this.
We should have the same
this I think
Mr. Tharoor too.
Earlier,
this person was misusing our flag.
There is a larger issue in this.
And our
that
flag
they are manufacturing
so he's a person
such kind of events.
And I believe
we have to understand there is an anti-national lobby. No, there is an anti-national lobby. Rahul, you have to listen to me.
On Capitol Hill.
There is an anti-national lobby and Congress is siding with them. There is an anti-national lobby which tries every event to convert it into anti-India movement. This is why this flag was there, and why this flag was there. It should not have been there.
It's all hypocrisy.
This is a manufactured event.
It's all hypocrisy.
This is a manufactured event.
No. Karthik.
This is a manufactured event by Congress.
No, Karthik, let me tell you. Karthik, let me tell you about the hypocrisy. One line about the hypocrisy. These are all hypocrites, Shazia. Today when the news broke that the Enforcement Directorate has called the news channel, which was originally named in the fake TRP case, when their people were summoned, the Lutyens lobby, Karthik, completely decided, finger on our lips, let's not talk about it at all.
Yes, 100%.
The same people who, when fake cases were fabricated against Republic, when our people were falsely summoned, when we were incarcerated, when our people were put in jail, were celebrating, because they thought it's a final attack on the nationalist media. When a Lutyens channel is called by the Enforcement Directorate, against whom the original complaint was, they have put a finger on their lips. So you're complete hypocrites. Yes, Shazia, am I wrong? Am I wrong?
Absolute hypocrites.
Am I wrong?
Hypocrites.
Absolutely. Not just that. No, you're not wrong at all, because I observed each and every channel, and I actually was, to my dismay, I found there were some channels which were actually, there were some anchors who were jumping in delight and glee when they found out that there were some reporters from your channel being harassed, being interrogated, being unquestioned, being treated mercilessly and cruelly. So I do not understand what kind of journalists they are. I don't think they believe in the basic objective of journalism or ethics, for that matter.
No.
And it's a matter of great shame. And I'm glad.
The point is, I don't want to pull this into it.
Channel has been called.
Everyone will agree.
Karthik.
Yes.
Exactly. Now my only point is, Karthik, when the original channel, 1 minute, when the original channel, right, which was fined for TRP manipulation, when its top management has finally been summoned by the Enforcement Directorate, there is not 1 minute of news about this on the same channel, which when a fake case was filed and fake charges were put against Republic, these people called us TRP chol and called us everything. Now when the real story is out, when they have been called, there is like, can we not talk about it? Can we look the other way? Can we hide somewhere? Karthik, did you notice this? That is the same thing that's coming up in this case as well.
See, that channel's face is also black and Congress's face is also black. See, what happens is that any supporter who just has a photo of a god, or maybe he writes Modi Bhakt or Modi supporter and he abuses women, Modi has nothing to do with it. They will straight away impute that to Modi. But Congress, number 2, number 3, or even the most important, you remember Imran Masood, if I get the name correct, Boti Boti Kaat Dunga, nothing happened. Rahul Gandhi was hobnobbing with him and Congress completely shut a blind eye. So I understand your pain, Arnab. And I understand also what BJP is going through, where they have to answer for each and every random person online who has a Modi photo on his profile picture and he starts abusing women, and Modi has to answer for it, but Congress has to answer for nothing. And in any case, even if we ask Congress for answers, Rahul Gandhi is never in the country.
Yeah, so maybe we should ask on Twitter, what happens to all the people doing the stereotyping? What happens to them now?
Well, their hypocrisy is proved, Arnab. Their hypocrisy is proved.
Why have they decided to look the other way? Rahul, Saira, what's going on?
And I think Shasiya ji has a very important point, especially regarding the Republic. I believe
there
were very bad people who celebrated, and it was very bad.
No,
you got a very bad deal, and there were people
this should not be attributed to me. This should not be attributed to me, because people will assume that if you're affiliating yourself with a political leader, you're yourself a supporter of lynching.
And not one word, not one comment,
supremacist
not one comment today, not one comment on a Lutyens channel being called by the Enforcement Directorate in the case in which they were originally named. Did you notice that? Rami, not one comment on that.
Absolutely, Arnab. Why should
well, anyway,
comment?
truth will have a way, viewers. The truth will come shining out. The truth will come shining out.
Why induct lynchers and these?
The truth will come shining out, viewers. Mark my words today.
Into political parties.
The truth will come shining out, whether about the Capitol case or the case I mentioned.